The next question, yung pitfalls. Lalo na kapag wala ka namang formal training in what are the typical pitfalls ng you're trying to mentor, no? Ako, I'll start with one. Yung mistaking scolding for mentoring. Sabi mo, umayos ka, mentoring na. Ano yung nakikita yung mga typical pitfalls ng mga managers when they try to mentor and they're not properly oriented?
It's called giving unsolicited advice.
Why is that bad?
Pag sinabi nating unsolicited, because the mentee or the person is not ready is not ready for advice, not even seeking it, and here you are just giving all sorts of advice. I mean,
When the person is not ready,
it will not work.
So, dagdagan ko yun.
Sige mo.
Dagdagan ko lang yun kasi related to advice and telling. When the mentor believes that if he tells, he already mentors. So he continuously just tells. Diba? So, telling, sabi nga natin kanina, may advantages yon. Pero kung ang isip lang niya ay mentoring is just about telling, yun ang pitfall doon.
No? At saka, yun nga di ba? Mentoring, telling, teaching. Yun, lahat yun, mentoring. No? Yes,
Sa akin siguro it's more of yung mindset of a mentor, which is yung mindset niya to fix. Kung may problema, ang mindset niya is kailangan i-fix ko tong tao na to. So instead of empowering that person or the mentee.
Kasi parang ganun no? Yung mistake is associated with the person, so you now have to fix the person to fix the mistakes. Diba? Minsan nilalagyan ng label itong si Ryan.
May moniker, mga moniker.
Slow to
Si Turtle, Ryan for example.
Mabagal to so I have to fix that.
Which is hindi dapat.
Ano pa? Mga pitfalls.
Sa akin yung nakikita ko yung nakakalimutan nila na parang yung experience nila is different from the experience of the person. Sasabihin niya na, nung nasa posisyon mo ko, dali lang yun Bakit na hirap tong mga to? Nung time ko, ganito lang yan So yeah, you have the expertise but you also have to recognize na times are different right now, experiences are different. And then also at the same time, minsan nakakalimutan nila yung having that humble bone sa kanilang katawan when they are mentoring because they are the expert. So dapat makinig ka lang sa akin, ako yung pakinggan mo, ako yung dito So parang I think coming from the mindset also, nandun din yung ano yung perspective ng mentor, ano yung iniisip nila when they come into the conversation, and ano yung values din siguro ng mentors that they carry during the talk.
So importante yung perspective taking, no? Yung empathy pagka mentor ka na hindi yung ang iniisip mo lang panahon ko, dali-dali ko lang yan natutunan
But that's coming from a mindset na I know it all Di ba? Kaya ako, I'll just give you and you don't know anything, So kung gano'n ang mindset mo, talagang puro tell ka talaga, no? Remember, we started the definition of mentoring with learning partnership. So that means to say there can be mutual learning also in the process. I mean, there's something you can learn from the mentee. Yes, he has something unique to offer too. Siguro, mas marami lang yung mo, pero there's something that the mentee can also offer.
At ang pitfall doon is when the mentor believes that because he's the expert of that situation or of that field, hindi na siya matututo doon sa kanyang mentee. Diba?
Ito, tingnan ko kung anong masasabi niyo rito. And you probably experienced this yourself being trainers, no? Yung sasabihin sa'yo, especially because for many people, yung distinction between coaching and mentoring is blurred, no? Mga tao, pinimentor ko araw-araw, di naman natututo Yung coach ko araw-araw, wala naman nangyayari, di naman natututo, paulit-ulit lang ako. Kaya yung iba, biktima nung ang tawag ko dun yung ako na nga lang ang gagawa syndrome, no? And one observation of mine, and please weigh in on this, is that because they treat it as event-oriented, like may ginawang mali, coach ko. May ginawang mali, mentor ko. What do you think of that?
Agree ako doon. Kasi pag event kasi, one time siya
Sinabihan ko na.
Yun na yun, mentoring na yun. Hindi But I think it is a repeatable process. Kasi kung behavior ang ating gustong i-mentor, it takes time. It takes consistency.
Hindi nakuha
Diba?
sa isang usapan.
Hindi nakukuha sa isang usapan at saka it takes care. Ibig sabihin nagke-care talaga ako sa'yo na magiging mas you become better.
And I think what can make that a continuous process is the IDP. Babalik na naman ako sa IDP. Kasi kung wala kang framework na IDP, it becomes very sporadic. But if you know the IDP and you see events like that, how it's related to that, then that becomes the overall roadmap for the continuity for continuously developing you, consistent with the IDP. Di ba, Ed?
Yeah.
IDP might be the Kasi karamihan ng IDP natin ngayon, it's just paper. Anyway, if you have it's never alive.
Compliance lang doon kasi kasama sa form eh.
Kaya nga, that's why mentoring can keep that alive.
Make it more meaningful.
Make
and
it more
useful.
meaningful.
Okay. Yes, Elsie. And then we move to the next question.
Siguro just to add to that, kasi talaga malaking bagay na may developmental goal kayong pinag-agrihan to begin with. Sasabihin nung iba, mali yung report niya, tinuruan ko siya, minentor ko siya. No, that's not mentoring, that's teaching. Maganda yung presentation niya, ang galing kinoment ko siya. That's performance or constructive feedback. But that's not really mentoring. Pero if we agreed on a developmental goal na, Elsie, gusto ko maging HR manager someday. And then we agree what does that look like. May success measure tayo, may plan tayo how to go about it, may regular tayong pag-uusap how to reach that level, then that is the process, that's mentoring.
Okay.
Para lang medyo magkakaiba yung tatlo.
Okay. So I think we're really moving towards the next question is what does good mentoring